passion, more energy, more footwork, more footwork, more footwork, more passion, more energy.
Now at least, but maybe in 2 to 4 years, at the pace of its advancement, it may start coming after real jobs. Now some people are going to say, well, I love coding still. Sure, I love coding too. We all love coding. Someone tweeted to me, my 8-year-old son genuinely likes to code. What should I do? Who doesn't like to code? It's so much fun with the auto-completion, the fancy editors. You've got one-click deployment buttons to just deploy an entire website.
It was kind of like a slow burn culmination as I was processing it.
Witten's a special case, but Witten is weirdly the reverse of the Roger Penrose story, right? Because Witten is the first physicist to win a mathematical Fields Medal, the highest honor in mathematics. Penrose is in some sense a mathematician who's now won the Nobel Prize. A house and finding a panic room inside that you hadn't counted on. It's very surprising when you understand that spinners are running around on your spaces.
Again, perhaps a dumb question, but we're talking about 14 dimensions and 4 dimensions. What is the manifold we're operating under?
So in my case, it's proto-space-time. It's before Einstein can slap rulers and protractors on space-time.
And what do you mean by
space-time is a 4-dimensional manifold with extra structure.
What's the extra structure?
It's called a semi-Riemannian or pseudo-Riemannian metric. Since there is something akin to a 4x4 symmetric matrix which is equivalent to length and angle. So when I talk about rulers and protractors, or I talk about length and angle, or I talk about Riemannian or pseudo-Riemannian or semi-Riemannian manifolds, I'm usually talking about the same thing.
What do you think about that?
That movie?
That movie.
What about it? Of that film, I think about Matt Damon as a young guy. And then oddly,
Zuckerberg?
What? Zuckerberg. Seeing that in context with the beauty of life is a Russian specialty. When you start with a manifold, which is just like something like a donut or a sphere or a circle or a Mobius band, spinner is usually the first wildly surprising thing that you found was hidden in your original purchase. Out visualizations where they're not listening by analogy, they're watching the same thing that we're seeing. And as I've said to you before, this is like choosing to perform sheet music that hasn't been performed in a long time, or the experts can't afford orchestras, so they just in part. It starts with coffee. Part, it starts with coffee with of Croatians in the math department at MIT. An instructor in the MIT math department when I was a graduate student at Harvard.
Some significant strategic implications if the
be around here. I don't hear anymore, but the lights are on, and
These are the things that the government deems as important for you to know.
Answer the question. That's just a Welsh man. And John Humphreys, by the way, is more like that. There's a very slight Welshness to the way he sounds. It's not strong at all.
That's Sean Connery, my friend. Tomorrow we sail into history.
And that's a very bad Sean Connery.
Which is what you were doing, trying to do.
Because you don't have the depth to do Sean Connery correctly.
I have more fucking depth than you do.
You don't have the depth.
I do. Look at this. Listen to me.
You try.
And Redhead, who was his predecessor. Anyway, that's irrelevant.
Only 60. You're only supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
That's Michael Caine.
Shall I prepare the Batmobile, Master Bruce?
Yeah, it's like a caricature. You'd be great on Spitting Image, which of course you didn't do. I did it for 5 years, but that's irrelevant. But be a textbook impression. Not that I care, because I left it a long time ago.
When you were doing Michael Caine, you were doing the young Michael Caine. Over the years, Michael's voice has got to the back of his throat. And all of the breathiness and all of the cigars can be heard in the voice. And now he talks like that. She was 15 years old. She was only 15 years old.
Yeah, but you're doing like it's a carry-on film, like Kenneth Connor, like it's fun.
I can do it anyway.
Like it's
He was
Nice. Big guy.
Yeah. He said, I'm opening the Special Olympics. I went, oh, that's very good. And it's like the normal Olympics, but for retards.
That's a good thing. If emotions made you act rationally, well, they wouldn't be called emotions, right? That's why we have this nice division of labor. You hold his hand, I get him better. If I start tucking him in at night, well, that's not fair to you guys. And if you start prescribing medicine, well, that's not fair to me. So what I want to know is, who stepped on my side of the net? Who cared enough to get stupid enough to give him his cough medicine?
When we checked,
News is, your special boy is doing drugs.